Let's get it. What up? What up? What up, y'all? It's been a minute. It's been a hot second. Go ahead, sit down a little bit. There we go. There we go. That's the right spot. What's up, y'all? Let's get it poppin'. Let me get the comment boards going. Okay, I can see the comments now. Let's do it. What's up? What's up? What's up? Where y'all at? Where y'all from? I know I missed last week. I've been busy getting it in. You know, I'm having my way with the trucking right now. So yeah, getting new drivers, putting more trucks on the road, dedicated work. Let's talk about this Prime Week because a lot of people have been asking me about the peak season. Yeah, what up? What up? Where y'all at? Where y'all at? Drop it down. Okay, we getting in here quick. We just gonna do little shout outs for the first couple minutes just to give people some time to get in here. I didn't really give a whole lot of time before because, like I said, I've been super busy, but still trying to bring some game. I see we got DMV in here. We got Memphis. I'm not seeing any loads on the load board. Yeah, you got to do that poster truck. A lot of times, the poster truck takes up everything from everybody. So, like when you do poster truck, you get loads before they even hit the board, and you get them for prices that you want to get them for if they are available. So they're only gonna get you what you need. I see we got St. Louis in the building. I see we got DMV, Memphis, North Carolina, Cleveland. What up? We got Philly in the house. Philly messed with me hard, man. Philly stay getting on the one-on-one calls with me. Dallas, Syracuse. We even got El Paso in the building. So he said poster truck hasn't been hitting. Hey, you gotta keep trying. Like, cause I don't know. Like I don't only rely on Amazon. So it just makes up a good bulk of the stuff that I'm doing right now. But yeah, I would say keep on looking on there and also look at other places, not just Amazon. Like I said, I just got back with Amazon on the box truck tip, but Prime Week is big. So Prime Week you will be seeing some stuff on the load board. You will see posted truck because there's only so much capacity. Because basically, when it comes to packages, they can only predict how many packages it really is. So it ain't like it's something that they know. They could be like, oh yeah, we think it's gonna be 200,000, but and at ATL6 or MG8, but they don't really know until it actually happen. What if an extra truck come, or something like that? Because it's never the way that it's supposed to be. Any tips for hiring? Hold on 1 second. Okay, so we good. We're about 3 minutes in. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this jumping off. Let me see who else in here. We got Houston up in here. We got Harrisburg. What up, Kilo? What up? What up? We got Jacksonville, Florida, by way of East St. Louis. I don't think I got my search set up right. Yeah, you probably don't. You probably don't got your search set up right though. Yeah, but it's definitely good. Let me know if y'all can hear me and everything good before I go ahead and do my introduction for all the new people coming on, and everything. So just if y'all can hear me, type in a dot or something just so I can know everybody good before I go ahead and go into this quick little spiel. I'm gonna chill on here with y'all for a minute today. I got some time. I actually want to take some calls around once we get to about like 7:30. I actually want to take some calls. I want to kind of see where everybody at, what problems, kind of talk through a couple of problems that you guys might be going through, and let's talk about it because a lot of people be having the same problems. Philly is a decent market. I wouldn't say it's the best. Northeast is in fourth place when it comes to the best markets. But I know cats up there getting money. So if it's money to be gotten, any market could be good. It just don't mean that it's good for box trucks or it's good for just dry vans. Some places are like Florida's really good for reefer. They got oranges and fruit and stuff coming out of there. So it might not necessarily be good for the basics, but every market is good for some because it's freight moving in all states. So yeah. TQL definitely gonna be calling you because they got them cheap loads and don't nobody like me. I ain't finna take them loads from TQL. They got the heaviest, cheapest loads you can find. But yeah, all right. So we got 62 people up in here on YouTube. That's good enough for me to go ahead and do my introduction. I don't know if y'all can hear me on Facebook. I see Somebody from Facebook said they from Laredo. Okay. Okay, so that means I'm live and good on both sides. All right, so for anybody new, what's up, y'all? I'm Kobe Pegway. Go visit my website, kobepegway.com. I been in the trucking business 4.5 years. And other than that, you can find everything else about me on my YouTube videos. But yeah, so next week is Prime Week, which is kind of like pre-peak. So somebody was asking me the last time I was on about peak season. So peak season is, the last 7 weeks of the year. And that's when you make like a whole lot of the money. So right now I'm averaging like, $2,000 per truck, a week. On the semi side, probably like 1,200 on the box truck side, not that much. Maybe 1,000 on the box truck side. The box truck side it's hard money to get. But during peak, I'm gonna kill on the box trucks. I'm gonna kill like this period, because it's just I'm gonna be running them 2 and 3 times a day, doing 2 and 3 loads. And keep in mind, when you think about the fixed cost, that's when you kill, because if you running one Amazon run, and then that take care of your cost, the other two, you're gonna be at profit. All you're gonna have to do is pay for the driver and fuel. So that's when you really get your money. So like I always made way more money, like a lot more money during peak. Like peak is 6 figures. Like last December I did like 170,000. So like, and even when I only had a couple of trucks, I was doing like 20 or 30,000 profit during those deadly 6 weeks. So that was big for me being a smaller company, because I would just go rent some trucks and hire some seasonal drivers and kind of scale it up real quick. And I didn't, and at the time I was running under third party. So if you can't find, a direct contact with Amazon, it's all running under third parties is what I did for a couple of years. Like running under people like myself. Like I got people that run under me. So, maybe you had to run for a third party for somebody who got dedicated. Like I got 15 routes a night. So if somebody in Atlanta, got a box truck, they could run under us, for Amazon to have work every day, because we got work every day. And I don't, like I said, I don't have all my trucks running, all company trucks running. I use owner operators, all the time, because like I said, I kind of like to, I don't like to depend on just company drivers. I kind of like having the bridge between both company drivers and owner operators, because some owner operators run way harder than my company drivers. But the 2 box truck company drivers I got are dope. I don't think there's nobody really messing with them dudes. I just wish Amazon paid a little more on the rate so I could pay them more, but they just squeezing. But like I said, through the volume, I'm able to survive it, and it's really the only way I'm able to survive it. So I don't know if y'all got any more any questions about like peak and how that works. So Prime Week is like junior peak. So next week is gonna be Prime Week. I think Prime Day is like on the 21st. So the volume is gonna be super high on that day, the days before, and all of that. So be ready for the poster trucks. Be ready to get some money, and be ready to see like good rates. I don't know how. I just know during peak, every now and then you will see $1,000 route just going like 100 miles, and sometimes that mug will be so good that it'll kind of make up for a couple of routes that was just okay before then. So we got hold on. All right, so that's all I got. I just want to kind of bring up that Prime Week is coming up, and I kind of just want to come and answer some questions, hop on the phone with y'all, talk and dialogue about the game, because like I said, I haven't really been having a whole lot of time. And my bad that I blocked like my calendar out. I haven't really been doing a whole lot of one-on-ones, because I just been busy with trying to build my business, So sometimes, like I said, I don't even want to guarantee that I'm gonna be on every week. I want to try to do more YouTube, but YouTube takes a whole lot of energy, a whole lot of stuff to set it up. So, but let's jump into some questions real quick. Let me see what y'all got down here. So I see Daniel out of Marlboro, New Jersey, said he running power only. Yeah, I'm killing with power only right now. And the crazy thing is, I would start killing with it after I buy 5 trailers, but you know what I'm saying? The trailers are definitely gonna be. I'm definitely putting them to some kind of use, but just not a whole lot. Now, I don't know much about dump trucks at all. I just know that they very expensive, and I really the only thing I don't like about dump truck work is that it's very hard to find rentals. So I like to deal with things that I can rent the equipment and not own it, or at least I could be able to get a rental if my stuff break down. But I don't want to be caught in a bind where I can't even get a rental though. Have to drop the rate per mile. Let's see. We got Goldsboro, North Carolina. We got. Let's see who else in here. Let me see. I see we got Tennessee, Boogie Down, Bronx, Hartford, Connecticut. So I'm trying to get down to the questions, y'all, real quick. Hit that like button too. Yeah, definitely. You on Facebook, you on YouTube, hit that like button so the video could get more range for some people. Why are you value of box trucks going up? Why is I guess he asking why the value of box trucks going up? Because they're so high demand, so many people are trying to get them. Like right now, if I was to sell my trucks, I was gonna sell them, but I'm gonna try to keep them for a minute. I'm trying to at least keep them through the year, and see what's going down. See what's going down. See, box truck or power only. Let me see if I can find this question. Shouts out to you, bro, for the super chat donation. Box truck or power only. Which do you think will be better? I have 3 box trucks, but here Amazon is trying to phase out on the operators. Hey, what you hear is what you hear. I mean, I take everything day by day, week by week, and right now it don't look like they phasing it out. If they do, just have a backup plan. I would go power only because I know I'm making way more money with my semis doing power only than box trucks. Like that's just anything with a semi is way better than a box truck unless you got some crazy some crazy routes, some medical stuff, where you moving some machines like that, like moving some machines or doing something. So let's see. How many box trucks do I need to net 2K weekly working seasonal drivers during peak? Do you have routes in Jacksonville? Don't have routes in Jacksonville. I do know the lady. I can get routes in Jacksonville. They just so trash. I just don't even want to waste my time because I went down there one time last year around this time trying to build. I ain't really I like Florida down there and like the way it felt, but Amazon was just a little weird down there. So you said to net 2K weekly. I don't know. I mean, you could do that with 2 trucks. It just depends on the work for real. Like I probably I ain't gonna lie, man. My box trucks, the profits, they be between like 800 and 1,000. It's really a waste of time, essentially. But I really like my driver, so that's the only reason why I really keep it going. Because other than that, it ain't really worth it to me. Considering that one of my semis last week just did like 3,500. So it's just like, why am I even wasting my time? But it's still profitable, and I got to work for it. So why not? Can you open a box truck business with 4 points on your license? I don't know. That'll be up to the insurance company. Call the insurance company and reach out to them and let them determine whether you could do it or not. That's definitely not a call I can make. But hey, Progressive will probably take you. It's probably just going to be, I'm pretty sure Progressive will take you. I haven't ever heard of them not giving somebody insurance. And in my other company that I just started out of St. Louis, I just used Progressive, and I got through this one dude I use from Truck Insurance Experts, I got 14,000 a year, and that's a very, very, very good rate on one. I had them add one of my box trucks just to get it active. I'm not probably really gonna use it, but I need to get it active because like I said, you always got to keep a spare number. Always got to keep a spare number just in case you got to use it. And it's also good for if you, like I said, if you say you go to a shipper and you in an agreement with a broker. You can always just, okay, well, that broker has an agreement, a non-compete with the company that I ran for. So if I got another company, then I could just go in and try to get the contracts with my other company. I'm just saying, you ain't heard from me. But that's kind of, you can also use it for that. But I always just keep a couple of numbers. That's just good business. Do you recommend picking up multiple semi-partials in a box truck if it's, I mean, yeah, that just seemed like I'm lazy, bro. Like when it comes to this truck and stuff, I'm not. I go hard, but I'm kind of lazy though. I like partials. That's just too much work trying to piece them together. That's too much work. If it can't make sense going coast to coast, I mean, like I said, like right now I got routes that's going up to North Carolina every day in a semi. It's paying $1,394. Let's just say 1,400, and that's 300 something miles. So I just don't know if I want to waste my time with that when I'm getting 1,400 to go 300 miles every day. Plus I'm getting the back haul, paying like 1,000. Or with one of my back hauls, they just paid $1,700. So you talking $3,200 on a round trip on 900 miles. I mean, I'm not really trying to waste my time, piecing it together, but it may make sense for you. It just depends on your level of work that you want to do. Like I ain't never really tried to be that busy, in trucking. That's why I gave up over the road with the box truck. It was too much work. It was just like 16 hours a day doing dispatching. Oh, nah. I work 16 hours a day, but it ain't doing the same thing though. That's for sure. What brokers use new MC? You'll have to hit me up in an email. And I do got my class this week where I give those resources. I got a class on Saturday from 8 to 4. It's really like 8 to 1. And then you can stay if you want to ask more questions and stuff like that. And I give out shippers lists. I give out, you get the book, you get everything. And I'm also running a special right now for anybody that take the class and the next, that booked for the class in the next 24 hours from now. Well, I spread it out for 36 hours. For the next 36 hours, the class, it'll go from $449 to $350. But it does not come with the book. If you pay the full price, $450, you get the book, you get the class, and you get the replay. If you just pay the $350, you just get the live class with me, which would be still sufficient if you pay attention and take notes. So the discount code is Prime21. So you go to the checkout page, put Prime21, and you'll be able to book the class. But yeah. So come to the class. I can give you all of the brokers. I give you 30 shippers and everything that do that. Because if you email me, I might be able to get it to it, or my assistant might get to it, because I don't even answer my emails for real that much no more. But yeah. All right, so let's go down. What do you think about Sprinter van? I don't know. I tried it. I had one. Never could really find work. They try to give you like 78 cents a mile. Just ain't worth my time. Easy to fix on. Found any good rates for rentals? Nah, not yet. I mean, I'm still getting my rentals. Like I just rented a day cab for this new dedicated route I just got up to Spartanburg every day. $6.29, 12 cents a mile. And I had to go to Alabama to get it though. Couldn't find it in Atlanta. Let's see. Yeah, I just did with Progressive today. Yeah, okay, yeah. Like I said, I typically the last 4 times I got it, 5, 6 times I got insurance, I would run from Progressive, but in St. Louis, Progressive made sense. So it never makes sense in Georgia though, ever. So I don't know if it's the agent that I'm using now, because I'm using a different agent. I tried this one dude, this foreign dude, and he got me 14,000, and I just thought that was cool. Yeah, that's good right there. Yeah, 2,000 down, 1K a month. Hey, that's good. That's what I got when I first started. That's a good thing. So see whoever he going through, reach out to Dante Bond. He's spreading the good news. 2,000 down, 1,000 a month is excellent. It's excellent. I ain't never had nothing no cheaper. Now some people be saying they be having cheaper, but I be wondering and questioning if they even got the right amount of insurance. Somebody asked a good question. 800 to 1,000 profit weekly. Is that with renting a truck? No, it'd be probably like, sometimes it'd be like 500 with a rental for real. And it'd be like 1,000 with the company trucks that I own. But it also depends on, like, cause even though I got dedicated routes, I don't get the same type of route. So it just depends on, so I got this one route where I make like 300. So if I run it 6 days, I'm gonna make 1,800 off that one. So, but then I got another route where if it's a rental, if it's a shorter route, it might be 500. So that's what I'm saying. I'm probably doing 1,100 between the two. So I do got one, Amazon giving me one really good route out of 15. I got one really good route that makes a lot of money. But yeah, so truthfully, but it still would be better if I gave it to somebody else though. So I would make the same amount. So. Dedicated routes, I got dedicated routes a long time ago. Well, not a long time ago, about 2 years ago. Just they sent the email out, and that was that. It wasn't really no thing. They gave me a probation period. I showed up, did numbers, and the rest was history. And I've been dedicated ever since, getting checks every week. Well, except them 2 weeks that I would just walked away, and then they came back and gave me some better rates. I got 2 box trucks, one working strictly Amazon, and the other going to furniture delivery. I'm trying to get semi ASAP. I'm up here in Cleveland. How much I need to start that, and how much should I pay the driver? Start off with 30% of the load, gross. That should be able to get you a driver. A driver would be cool, depending on what the work is. If they home daily, I might pay them $1,000 to $1,200, depending on that. If they over the road, $1,500 to $1,800. I'm trying to get people to stay. I ain't trying to keep on. Thanks for the donation, Antonio. I'm not trying to have people to keep on leaving. See, some people want to be cheap when it come to they drivers. When it comes to CDL drivers, they make me too much money to be cheap with paying them. So I try to pay them something what I feel is fair, you know what I'm saying, for both sides. So 30% of the 30% are either, if it's a local run, I might do like $23 an hour or something like that. If it's like an 8-hour route or something like that, $23, $24 an hour. It just kind of depends on what the work is. If it's local, it's hourly. If it's over the road, it could be flat rate. You know what I'm saying? If it's dedicated, it might be flat rate. It's going to be percentage over the road, and if it's dedicated, it's flat rate. So that's kind of how I do it. Percentage over the road, because it's random. The routes are too random. But if I know what it's going to pay, I make a flat rate. And then, you know what I'm saying? Then that's that. My down payment on my insurance is high due to my driving record. Could I drive under my sister's insurance even though she's not part of my company? Nah, because it's still going to reflect on you and your name. So you and your name is gonna dictate that whole thing. So that's not gonna work. It'd probably be best that you just quarterback the company and just put somebody else in the game, or to just find some work that could justify you paying for the insurance. Can you have box truck insurance in one state and dually truck insurance in another state under the same company? I don't know. I don't think that'll work. I ain't an expert. Just reach out to your insurance company and see, but I don't know if that'll work though. I ain't never tried that. What's the best approach on getting daytime routes and loads? I mean, there's plenty of them. I mean, the load boards, DATV having some daytime work. They go fast. Selectors have daytime work. They go fast. A lot of the work that I found has been stuff where you pick. Some of it is delivered straight through. But the problem that I be having is a lot of the work that my boy from BBI send me, it's work like where I got to pick it up today, but it drops in the morning, which would interfere with me running Amazon at night. So now that works good in the semi, but not good in the box truck because you can't swap trailers essentially. So that's what makes that a bad thing. How much do you pay OTR, non-CDL driver, box truck drivers? I would pay them probably like 25% of the load, 20 to 25%. What were you saying about competing brokers? I'm an owner op with new broker authority and trying to find shippers. I don't know which part you referring to. I don't know which part. I don't know if you asking about the shippers that I was saying that you can get once you take the class, or I'm not sure what you referring to, my brother. You could let me know. Bad to start with the rental. Nah, I mean, I would say good. Like I said, I'm trying to get rid of my company trucks and do all rentals. For real. Load boards been trash for box trucks and scarce. Yeah. I mean, hey, that's why I said we gotta it's a lot of people getting in the game. That's why I'm more focusing on semi. I got 4 now, and don't be surprised if you catch me with about 8 by peak. It just depends on, because I keep getting these opportunities keep coming for dedicated work. So if I keep getting these, I'm gonna keep on getting more drivers and more trucks, and I might have a fleet of 10 by the end of the year. I typically would want to broker it out, but I don't know. Some of this stuff is paying good, and I know it's easy to keep drivers when it's dedicated work. Easy to keep drivers. For someone just coming into the biz, is relay with box trucks still something that you'd recommend someone get into if they wanted to invest in something and bring in another stream of income? I would say you got to get in and know. I mean, me personally, if I seen the state of the game, it's hard to get rental trucks. Box trucks are high right now, and work is scarce because too many people in. I mean, I would say you got to kind of look at it like, I don't know if you invest in like crypto, but I mean, if everything's high, I'm trying to. I want to go in. If this is another stream of income, good investment tips is to not force it and try to find something that's low. If it's not a steal, it's not a deal. Essentially, so I feel like right now the trucks are. If I was to, I would not enter the game right now because you're gonna pay 20% more for the truck right now. That's once everything hit the fan, it's gonna be less. You're gonna be upside down in your truck. That's a negative. It's hard to find work. So unless you got the work, that's why my I3 formula is why I keep telling people to take the class. If the I3 formula states is you gotta know what work you're gonna be doing first. Work, truck, then driver. Take the class. Like I'm telling you, it's going if you just take the class, it'll answer this question for you, Mel, just to kind of give you get a big scope of the game first. And then you will see why I say like I'm dealing with semis heavy. You know, trucking ain't bad to get into. I would just say the box trucking is not hard, but you're gonna have to fight. It's kind of like, do you want it's like if you were trying to get in a relationship with a girl and she got 100 dudes on her to try to get at her, you want to go where it's crowded, or you want to go find you something that ain't so crowded. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that, that's off to the side on something different. That's kind of how you gotta think about it. Do you want to come in and play this crowded game? If you ain't trying to get knee deep in, right now ain't the time to get in. Like if you ain't trying to be an owner operator, it's like I finna hop on every load. I finna be waiting on brokers' phone calls. I finna be like in it. If you ain't finna do it like that, then I would say right now ain't the time to get in. And then box trucking ain't something that is passive either. Like people kill me with that. It's not passive. It's trucking, period, is barely passive. Barely. It just ain't one of those things that like people selling y'all dreams on that. Like this is work. That's why I haven't even been able to go live. I've been dispatching. I got new drivers I'm trying to bring in. You have to shoot out the drug test. I'm like, my team can only do so much. I got to jump back in sometimes because I'm growing. Like right now, my opportunities is overwhelming. So I'm like, hey, I can't even hop on YouTube right now because I gotta make sure I'm getting these trucks I'm driving all the way to Alabama or Tennessee or St. Louis or anywhere to get these trucks. Yeah, I was stuck in PA in a box and don't rent from budget. Oh no, I wouldn't. I don't mess with budget. I mess with budget when I first jumped off the poach. I messed with them at first, but man, they customer service is whack. Super, super whack. You ready to put me in the semi? Hey, but no, hey, hit me up. Hey, man, I need drivers right now. Like anybody know any CDL drivers? I'm looking for drivers. ASAP. They gotta have 2 years experience. I need drivers on drivers on drivers right now because I'm passing up dedicated opportunities because I ain't even got nobody to cover them. So yeah, I need drivers on drivers for real. Be great. I don't know where your thing at. I see it pop to the top. Hold on, let me see. Let me see. Be great. Shouts out for the donation, my brother. I am in the process of buying my first semi. How do I prevent drivers from stealing fuel from my corporate card? Just get like a Wex card or something or Com Data, where they only can buy diesel fuel with it. I mean, I haven't, and I just watch my car. Somebody stole from me before, but that's like a box truck driver. That's more like inexperienced driver stuff. I've never had a CDL driver try to steal nothing from me that I know of anyway. That I caught. And that's why I like Calm Data because it's kind of like you got to put in a whole lot of stuff and it red flags. If, like, oh, this driver just got $500 worth of gas, then he just got another five. Okay, that don't sound right. They're gonna end up blocking the card anyway. So that's how you prevent that. Just get you a good card and not like a credit card. Semi, semi it all day. Yeah, box truck load equal 8. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Hey, Brittany got the concept. Like one of my semis is making more than both of my box trucks. I mean, I'm telling y'all the real. Like, I mean, I can show you the numbers. Like, really. So one of my semis did only do like 1,000 last week. It was a rental, but I don't care if I do 1,000 in a rental truck. I don't own it. So, I mean, if I had 20 trucks that I only made 1,000 off of, and I don't own them and got to worry about the maintenance. I mean, to me, that's still a win. That's 20 grand on somebody else's fleet. So they always talk about other people money. I want to make money off other people's equipment because then all I'm doing is getting the freight and managing and having people manage the equipment. It break down, call Ryder, let them deal with it. Call Penske, let them deal with it. You could try to make all of the money. Me, I just want to control it. I just want to control it, get my money. They can own the truck. Here, your truck back. As soon as I walk away from this, I want to be able to be like, here, take all these trucks back, or sell the business here with all these rentals. I don't care about ownership for real. Owning the equipment don't matter to me. That's not really important. I'm trying to see cash flow and what my flow gonna be like from week to week. I'm trying to run it up. I'm trying to bring home 200,000 profit every week. You know, I mean, every month, every week, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Colby, Tennessee and Mississippi is a good spot for purchasing trucks, especially here in Memphis. Okay, cool. Hey, look, y'all. I mean, he put it out there. So I said those smaller markets. Sometimes you got to go outside of it depends on how hungry you is if you can get in the game right now. Because I found 5 trailers and everybody saying it's a drought. I just bought 5 trailers like 3 weeks ago, but it's a drought though. So how did I find 5 trailers, but it's a drought? I got 2 2016s and 3 2014s, but it's a drought. It's a drought though. But I still found it because I called 20 damn places to figure out to try to find them. Everybody said no, but I kept calling, and one dude hit me back from South Carolina, and that was that. He only had 3 trailers, and then somebody else that put a deposit on it, they ain't want them. So I said, hey, let me get those too, because I know, you want to know why I bought those trailers? Because they in demand. So if they don't work out for me, guess what? I'm gonna be able to sell them for more than what I paid for them, because right now, people trying to pay whatever for some trailers right now. So you just gotta think just good business. How many miles did your rental? Which one? The semi or the box truck? Because I got both in rentals. So a person should just bypass the box truck and shoot straight for semi then, because it seems now box truck situation is too crowded. Yeah, I would do it. Like even myself, I'm even like I had 20 box trucks at one time. I got 2 now. I got 2. So I'm not telling you to do something that I'm not doing. I'm already doing it. I'm already working on building my semi fleet up with semi drivers. I was afraid of the only reason why I didn't do it sooner is because I don't have a CDL and I was afraid. But you don't have to have a CDL. You just got to understand the business and the game for real. What paperwork did I need to rent from Ryder? Just a LLC and stuff. I got a national account with them, so I had to get a profit and loss. I had to make a profit and loss sheet for them, and so now I just pay them every 2 weeks on invoice. So that's what I gave them, just profit and loss. What about DOT drug consortium for 26K? You don't need drug consortium for box trucks unless they 26,001 pounds and over, and that would require a CDL driver. I need to rent one. I wonder if I passed up anybody. I ain't trying to if I did, but these chats dropping quick, G. You see everybody getting into the non-CDL box truck space and got to be hungry and no days off. That's what I'm saying. Like when I was doing it, man, I was working day and night, like 7 days a week for like a year. When my daughter was born, I took a few weeks off during that first year in 2017. But other than that, I was running every day. I ran every day that it was work available for the next year. Like I ran every day I could for like 2.5 years. So like I beat the odds because my grind is just different. You know, some people want to chill, go to the club, and they want to do all of that. Like me, I'm trying to get to the bag so my retirement could be sweet. So it just depends on you got to have a certain type of attitude to win at any business. You got to have a certain type of grind to win at any business. It ain't just box truck. It ain't just anything. You want to sell clothes. You want to do anything. You want to do any of that stuff, you're gonna have to go in at it. And that's why I do the class, because the class, look, if you can't take the 6 phases of the class that I'm teaching you the whole game. Some people, I hit them back just like, I call and check on people that took the class. They be like, man, I don't even want to do it. I tried it. I went for insurance. It was too much for them because they wasn't really vested into it. So that's why I'm like, make these smaller investment of taking the class or something so you can learn about it, and you might figure out after a lot of stuff after research. I'll be like, I don't know, that sounds like too much. It's only you know how much you're willing to do. So I can't tell y'all if y'all should or shouldn't do it. I just know if you ain't got 16 hours and you ain't trying to really get on this like a dude on the corner every day, all day, trying to get off some whatever he's selling, or if you ain't that dude with the water bottle in Atlanta, just trying to sell waters and selling some socks, or if you ain't out there all day trying to figure it out when you sleeping 4 hours a day, getting up, taking cat naps, like if you ain't got that type of grind, I mean, I'm just saying, just go get a job because that's what it's gonna take to actually make this work. Like it ain't. I'm not sugarcoating it for nobody. Period. No more because too many. Everybody trying to make this sweet. It's not sweet. These trucks break down a whole lot. You got to get more money than what they paying folks out here because the trucks cost too much to fix. So you will end up running, putting 1,000 into your truck, running, putting 1,000. Man, come on now. You got to get some real money or it ain't gonna make no real sense. You're gonna be spending. I was spending my wheels for 2.5 years till I figured it out. Well, a year and a half. Then I start to figure it out. Then I start to figure it out more. I wanted to try to force it, but nah. Let me see these checks dropping quick. Shouts out to everybody sending them super stickers, man. I definitely appreciate it. I'm just trying to get these questions answered so I can hop on this phone line. And hold on, I need to grab me some water real quick. All right, y'all. Definitely, I'm definitely human, and I'm definitely I don't know if it's the computer making me hot or whatever, but I just talking making my mouth dry. But yeah, so somebody asked something else about that drug consortium because I don't want people to have that mixed up. Do you need drug consortium if you have box truck but have CDL? I don't know. I would do if you got a CDL driver, I would just do a drug consortium. Period. DOT drug. I would follow all the guidelines. I even got my box truck drivers in the consortium because I don't want to be trying to think, oh damn, did I do it? Nah. So if I got a CDL anything, I'm playing by CDL rules the whole way for everybody. Oh yeah, definitely, man. I feel you. I want to own the club. Exactly. Does running a box truck over the road with the sleeper require everything requires an ELD log? Everything unless you run in local, like within like 100-mile radius. You still gotta you still gotta have a time clock to you still gotta have time records. Still gotta have time records. So it's easier to just use the ELD. Will I have to be on the insurance if I'm not driving? I fear the price of insurance because of my age. They just have you on there as a driver and they just exclude you for real off of there. Cause like I had an accident probably like I want to say like 3 years ago. So it was affecting me for a minute. But once I stopped driving, it ain't really affecting nothing for real. I run 14 hours a day right now with the company. Been doing it 4 years. Oh yeah. Well, you got what it take. Hey man, if you got that semi, man, come on over to Third Eye, bro. Come on over. We need you. But Nora, go ahead and come on over. Send me an email to info@Kobe Pegway. Put new CDL driver. I'm definitely gonna have my assistant. Hey, you see that? Come through. Send that to me. Send me that information. I'm 21 with a CDL. I have two years experience. Will you hire me at my age? I had to reach out to my insurance because they real like most of them don't be like hire people under like 23. But send me your information, Tony, and if you got 2 years experience, that should be good. But man, these insurance people be having all type of rules, and I basically base everything my hiring criteria based on the insurance company because I mean that insurance company. Without the insurance, we can't run. So man, there's all type of good conversations going on. I see y'all talking amongst. I'm trying to catch all of it. Um, but yeah, let me jump on some of these calls. Let me see. Is it good info? Okay, for sure. I appreciate that. Is it possible to start with the rental? Say, well, oh yeah, definitely can start with the rental. Let me see what else. How often do vehicles break down and need maintenance box truck? I mean, you don't know. That's the thing about it. You don't know. Like my very first truck broke down all the time. Like the very first week I bought it, as soon as I pulled it off the lot, that one had to be back at the shop for like a week. So it's like they use trucks. They just break down. Like I mean, I can't give you a certain thing. Just know you better have your paper tight because you could be coming out. You could buy a truck and come out of $4,000 right away. You said I just had my white truck in the shop right now. $1,700 for something. It's got some oil going into the antifreeze thing, so I had to get something. But I just spent $14,000. Mind you, I just bought this truck in October, so I'm already damn near 16,000 into the truck. I only paid 23,000 for the truck, so I'm already almost buying the truck again. But every truck don't be like that though. That's why I like rentals. But the ones that I own is really good for writing off on my taxes. Like, so that's the key thing. They give me like about 50,000 a truck per tax break, and when I'm making the money I'm making, I got to have them tax breaks. So I'm always own some of them just for tax purposes. Depreciation. Hey, this your cousin Dewan. What up? What up, cuzzo? What is the average price to rent a semi just coming into the game? Or do you recommend starting it with the company instead? This is for semis. Average price to rent. What do you mean starting with a company? You saying as from a driver perspective? All right, so I finna post the number real quick. Got to be prepared for anything. My driver stole my truck, my second wheel in business. Came out of 3,100 in less than 24 hours. Hey, Brittany, that's the game right there. Like I'm telling you, I mean that's really the game right there. I mean, you got to be ready for whatever. Because like I said, I done had drivers leave my trucks in different states and all type of stuff. So I had drivers going to grocery shop. I called a driver grocery shopping in my truck. like you gotta know I got GPS tracking on everything, trailers, everything. So we can see anything moving. Let me get y'all this number real quick though to call in on. So the number is 833. And please do not call me on this number after I'm off alive, because that kept happening. That's what made me stop doing it before. Don't call this number afterwards, unless you trying to. This number is for customer service. Other than this, is if you need help trying to purchase something off the website, booking a class or anything like that. Somebody asked me if is LA a good market. I don't really know. Cali, well, I would say from what I know and looking at pricing and stuff, like when I go on the load board and see who got what the hottest, Midwest always got the best. Then Southeast, like Atlanta, North Carolina, Texas, like in the mid, like Southeast, then South Central, Northeast, then like Florida. So like Northeast is like, so you like Florida's like the worst. Anywhere on the coast is worse. It's worse, for real. Be honest. So this is the number to call in right now. Let me cut off. Let me do this. Get this. I'm gonna be doing some call-ins. Don't ask me a million questions because I want to get multiple people in if we can. But if y'all call in, we should be straight right now. Let me see. Is y'all trying to call in? Is it working? It should be working. Yep, I'm hooked up. Well, in the process of while I'm waiting to see if somebody gonna call, I'm gonna answer some more questions. Douglas said, "Real talk, I invested 5K into crypto about a year ago, XPR, and flipped the profits and started my trucking business. And some of the profits because of you, bro. Appreciate it. This was up. I got my CDL already. In your opinion, should I run semis instead of box? Of course, of course. I wouldn't ever on no on. It would never be a time where I'm gonna say box trucks unless, like I said, you got some good pharmaceutical contract and you just and they need 30 trucks. But any other time, nah. I'm assuming that since nobody calling, this must not be working or something. Let me try. Let's see if my thing working. Yeah, maybe my phone ain't working. Okay, my phone is working though, so I don't know. It's all good if y'all don't call. I'm cool with that too. But that's the number. That was the number up there. Do you know anything about if Amazon is going back to their own company fleet trucks? I don't know. And I don't really care. As long as they keep on sending me the checks, I'm cool. I don't really get caught into what I'm hearing and all of that stuff. I just kind of go with what's going. And when it stop, it'll stop. But for right now, when I phase out of Amazon, I'm gonna be phasing out of box trucks, period. So I'm only doing box trucks because I got the dedicated work. After that work's gone, I'm not looking at that because my semis, I'm making plenty of money without Amazon. So yeah, so you know, that's just that. Yes, to rent a semi, you need to have owned and had your authority for 2 years while always been in business for those 2 years. Well, that's not true though, because it just depends on where you at. Maybe with Ryder, my cousin them just started their business and they rented from Ryder a month after they was in. So that's definitely not true. It might be true in that market or if somebody told you that. But you got to call around because if it depends on how bad they need to get that truck gone. Now, in a market like this, it's they making all of the rules strict because they ain't even got no trucks to rent anyway. So like I can't find a truck. Trucks are on pretty much waiting list, in most of the areas that we in right now. But I know you definitely don't have to wait the whole 2 years. Some people might tell you that call 5 different Penskes because I swear, depending on who you talk to, you get different information. I promise you. I promise you don't got to wait that long. Did you get in on the AMC stock run? No, I didn't. Actually, man, that crypto, man, investing in crypto, man, for me is it's one of those things where I get in when they get down and I get in. I ain't consistent with it, but I would like to be. I be too caught up in the trucking for real to really like. I'm all in on trucking, like so it'd be hard for me to kind of like I got my restaurant finna open up, but it's hard for me to really like split my focus up because when I be in something, I be in it. So if I get in crypto, that means I'm gonna have to be out of trucking because I'm gonna have to study it. I'm gonna have to, I'm gonna have to see what the algorithms looking like or how does it work. I just have my boy. He just tell me what to do. So if you want to shoot me a text and tell me what to invest in, I definitely probably invest in it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we can talk about it for sure. Forward thinking. Thanks, man, for sure. For sure, bro. Appreciate the advice on going semi versus bot. Fam got my 2 drivers starting on the first. Okay, that's what's up, man. I love to hear those stories of like the people from the classes that's rocking out. I got one of my 5K customers that wanted me. I did the complete setup for him, his logo, his website, everything. It costed him 5K, but guess what? He's still running his other business. He about to put his semi on the road in about a week. So I got a couple of guys that's rolling out. Well, actually, I got females. I actually got more females that's doing it than dudes for some reason. But yeah, they I'm setting up their whole business for them while they got their other businesses going on. And yeah, they got their website up, they got everything, and we got loads for them because I only do it for semis or either box truck people that already got work. Because I can guarantee that I can help you. I can help you make money off the semi for a fact. I got a spreadsheet I can show you what we've been doing over the last 7 weeks. Buy the dip. Okay, what about Amazon? Hey, yeah, so call back now because I was right in the middle of talking to them, so that's why I ain't answer the phone. But yeah, just call back right now. Tasha, I heard the reefer loads were for their new supermarket. Okay, okay, yeah, yeah. I mean, reefer loads is good. I just can't find a driver that want to do reefer, so that's why only reason why I ain't did it. I definitely would do it for sure. What's the weekly average cost for renting the semis? Like I said, mine is 629, 12 cents a mile. That's what I'm paying. I don't know what it costs for anybody else because I said I'm not I'm not there. I think my cousin was probably paying like 900 a week or something like that, like 18, 20 or 20 cents a mile. But I got a national account, so I got certain rates that I get from them that I got locked in. So for a day cab it's 629 uh, uh um for a sleeper it's about I would say for a sleeper it's about 750. I think they said it's going to go up like $100 though for both. So what policies do I need to cover commercial rentals? 9 times out of 10, you're gonna have to take they policy anyway, but just send that to like hit up Ryder and Penske and get the insurance requirements, have them email them to you and send that to your insurance company, see if they can match it. That's the only thing. Right now, since with the policy I got, I'm paying for both. Like I gotta pay for both. Or either you can use the hack where you just have one on your policy and you just take rider insurance. But like I said, that could catch up with you though, still. So you could use it, but it could catch up with you because technically you're supposed to have every single truck on your policy. But you know. Sometimes you gotta bend the rules. All right, so let me put this number to call up again. If y'all want to get on. If not, I'll just keep answering questions for about 10 more minutes and then we can get up out of here. I don't see where it hurt. All right, so here go the number right here to call. All right, so somebody hitting right now. Hello? Let me see who that was. What's your name? Where you calling from? Hold on.
Hello.
What's up? What's your number? I mean, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Bianca Edges. I'm calling from Houston. What's your name? There's a big delay.
Yeah. If you can cut.
Hello?
Yeah, if you can cut down. Like are you like watching the video at the same time?
Yeah, I'll pause the live.
Okay.
Yeah. So Bianca Edges. I'm calling from Houston, Texas.
Okay.
And are we just asking anything or?
Well, yeah. I mean, if it's trucking related, yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah. Okay. So my husband and I were looking to get into the business, and our business is pretty new. Mm-hmm. We're having an issue financing under our business name. So we have a credit union that we basically built a relationship with, and they're able to finance us. It's going to go under our personal credit. So I'm trying to find out the risk involved in that. If you have any input.
I mean, it would be the same. I mean, it's the same thing I had to do. So it's very hard to get it to finance without being a personal guarantor or whatever for in the beginning, you know. So that's why you want to start your business credit. Like, so that's why I do like the 5K program where I do everything set up their business credit, because you don't, by the first year you want to kind of be, putting everything in your company name so you can get away from the risk. But I mean, I think it's worth the risk, to be honest. I mean, it just depends on really how much you know what you're doing. With me, it was a box truck, and I was driving a box truck, so the risk was minimal because I knew that I was going to do the work. You see what I'm saying? But if you buying a truck solely based on somebody else driving it, then it's a little more risky. But the risk is just keep this in mind. The risk is always in not knowing. So the risk is only if you don't know what you're doing. There is no risk if you know what you're doing already. It's not really a risk because you know exactly, exactly what you're doing.
Right. Okay.
So I would definitely say go for it.
Thank you very much. Okay. Yeah, we kind of, we're talking about it. We have another credit union who we don't really have a relationship with them, but they said that they might be able to put it under our business, and so we're gonna try them out. We have an application in with them, so we'll see if they're not able to. We're just gonna go with the personal. Yeah. Hope for the best.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. So congrats. Hey, definitely reach out to me if y'all got any questions, if y'all need any further guidance.
Will do. And thank you so much for these. It's been extremely helpful.
Okay, for sure.
Very, very helpful.
All right, for sure.
All right, enjoy.
All right, you too. Peace.
Bye-bye.
All right, somebody else was trying to call. Let me see. What's up? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Sam Washington, Seattle.
Yeah, what's going on, Sam?
So here's the thing, man. I try to get into the rental, and all these guys asking like $1,000 for a week at like 25 cents a mile,
For a box truck,
and that's like business rate.
right? Is that a
A
box truck
truck.
or a rental? Yeah, that's a lot though. That's a lot.
Yeah, I don't know how is it possible. Like I'm planning going over the road. It will be like still profit on it, even if I'm driving it.
I mean, I don't think so, but you would have to just count up your numbers for real and see, because like it depends on what you're gonna be getting paid, and you coming off the West Coast, so it's not like you got the best paying routes already to begin with.
Right, right.
So I would say,
Yeah, because I asked all of them, Penske, Ryder, all of them, they're throwing like some crazy numbers. I'm like, hell no.
yeah, but if you signed up with Amazon though, and then ask them if they still have the Amazon rate, because the Amazon rate that I'm paying now is like, I want to say it's like $4.75, like 10 cents a mile. So that would be half the price that you're paying right now.
Oh damn. Okay.
So
Yeah, I'll
just
be
see.
looking into that because I was trying to finance one, and the finance company asked me to put like 20 down, and they're like 1,400 a month.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And that's like 650 credit score, and I got like a house owner, everything. So I was like, I don't know how it's super high like that.
Well, if you putting 20,000 down with the truck, like 40,000.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's half down. Yeah, I ain't never bought a. Yeah, I ain't never bought a box truck that was that expensive before. The most I ever paid for a box truck was like 30. And all the other ones that I bought was like 25, 24, stuff like that.
So what you recommend on a box truck like as the highest mileage?
I mean, I bought mines with like about two. I wouldn't say 220. One of them had like 220. One of them had like 260. Stuff like that. I mean, because they all break down. Like, I mean, even the rental trucks be breaking down. So, like, people think they're getting a newer one. You can avoid.
No, I'm cool with that.
Yeah,
I get diesel tank, so I don't worry about that.
Oh yeah. I mean, the truck gonna break down regardless. So I would spend less money on a truck and save and try to put some more of that money into the back for maintenance. You know what I'm saying? Instead of like buying a truck that's super expensive.
Yeah. Yeah, the thing is, like, they ask you like a limit for the finance. They're like either 2013 and needs to go like less than 300,000 miles.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean that makes sense though. I mean that should be easy to do. I mean, you should be able to do that. Well, right now I don't know what the market look like because I haven't been shopping for a box truck. But yeah, I mean it should be where you could find something like that. But I don't know. I mean everybody is saying that it's super scarce. So
yeah. All right, so thank you. I just want to ask you about those rates because it sounds crazy to me. I don't think I can make a profit on it. So
I mean, I would in a box truck. I mean, those rates would be a hell no for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. I mean, I wouldn't dare try to entertain those. Yeah. Like I said, because the rates I'm getting, I'm still barely making money, and I'm only paying $4.25 a week. So
yeah.
So unless you got
thank you, Cobra.
Yeah. So unless you're getting like $3 a mile guaranteed, I wouldn't do
it. Right. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate you, brother.
All right, you got it, man. Appreciate you too. Peace. Right, and still got those rates for sure. So when you say that, Brittany, you say they still got those rates. Are you referring to the high rates or the lower rates? So when you say that, Brittany, you say they still got those rates. Are you referring to the high rates or the lower rates? What's your name? Where you calling from? I don't know. I guess I don't know what the hell is. It's too loud. All right, really, I just took my truck back to Ryder, lost my driver, but Ryder, budget, enterprise, full, honor, Amazon rate, relay rates. Okay. So there you have it. So they still honoring those rates. Brittany said that she just recently did it. So y'all can still go and get those rates. So hopefully the guy that I just got done talking to is still on the live and he can see that too. Box trucks are very scarce. Rental companies filling the game and shooting the prices up. Yep. The dude from Ryder just told me, he said, man, it's supply and demand. So I mean, it only makes sense though for them to take advantage. I mean, if you was in the same shoes, you would probably take advantage too. I know I would. What's your name? Where you calling from?
It's Brittany. I'm calling from. I'm in Dallas, but I'm from St. Louis.
How was that, Brittany?
Hey, so I just wanted to ask. So I know I just kind of touched on the whole like semi. I know that you went into semis or whatever. But I guess my question that I was trying to say is, does it all balance out by renting with the paying for the mileage and, of course, the weekly deposit, the paying for the gas? You know, you going over the road, OTR, so you got to pay for those miles instead of just local miles, and then you still got to pay the driver by him. You know, he's CDL certified, so they definitely get paid a little more. So that's why I'm asking, like, does it still all kind of balance out and make sense?
I mean,
I'm guessing it does.
I mean, it definitely it's all gonna be based on your numbers though. Really, like, so you gotta like write everything down. Like, it's like 8 different categories. You know, like you got driver, you got fuel, you got the rental, the mileage cost, you got the truck cost, you got like miscellaneous, you got like truck parking, you got, you know what I'm saying, you got all of these different categories. So just make sure that you every week you accounting for every single category though. Every single category. So I feel like that's where everything goes wrong. Like people not doing profit and loss. So like why so
no, yeah, for real.
So you do the cost per mile.
Like I was just
Go ahead.
No, I was just saying about like what you were saying on the comment that I made earlier when I was saying, you know, you got to be prepared for anything, because my driver stole my truck the second week and was doing loads under his MC. like I wouldn't even notice. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like I had to get it. I caught him in Oklahoma. Like the truck didn't have a tracker on it. Caught him in Oklahoma. I had to pay. I came out of $3,000. Like that whole process was just like $3,000, and I had just paid my weekly deposit plus the miles, and then turned around. You know what I'm saying? So back to what you were saying, like you just really got to be prepared for anything. And I'm really looking into the semi game or whatever, because the box trucks, just for me, in my opinion, the box trucks are definitely not where it's at right now.
No, like they just don't make sense. I mean, to me, because you still got to deal with all of the same headache. So it's like, why am I going to deal with the same headache for less money? That don't really make sense to me, you know, to deal with all
I'm
of that
on DAP all the time. Yeah, just comparing, like I was saying in my comment, like you will see 10 loads for box trucks in my area, and I'm in Dallas right now. You'll see like 10 loads, and then you switch it over to semis, and it's like 7,000 loads that pop up. You know what I'm saying? So it just only
exactly.
It just only makes sense. So, but that was just really my question. Just asking, you know, after all the costs and things like that, does it still make sense to rent the truck?
I haven't been able to make box trucks make sense ever until I had 10 routes. You know what I'm saying? I was making a little bit of money, but it wasn't like, it was like still like a little bit above a job money when I had like 2 trucks. It was more like job money. I just had a little more freedom. The money wasn't different. You get what I'm saying? The money did get different to like 2 years ago once I had dedicated routes. Now I'm like, okay, now I'm making at least $100 off of 10 different trucks. Now I'm making $1,000 a day. Now it makes sense, because now I can cover it. Because you got to think about the fixed cost. The cost of the truck, the insurance, and all of that is not going to change. So whether you don't make money that week, the cost, so a couple bad weeks could put you in a very bad spot. And versus with the semi, a bad week in a semi is still profitable. I'm making $1,000 on bad weeks, and I'm making like $3,500 and $4,000 on great weeks. So you see the average is $2,000. So why am I going to even deal with a box truck that could actually leave me in a negative? Because like I told you, I was negative. I don't know if you followed my story and stuff where I was saying like it was months where I was negative 7,000. Of course, I'm no money management guru, you know, and I just wasn't. I had so much money and resources coming in, I wasn't paying attention because I knew that it would be a long time before I ran out of money. But that's why I try to teach people in the class about like, look, the cost is because everybody questions all have to do with knowing your cost. So those questions that only you should be able to answer, because there's your cost. Like what you pay to park ain't what I pay for park. What you pay for insurance ain't what I pay for
Right.
insurance. So it's no way I can give anybody an answer for that, because the only answer would be the numbers. Because I could lie to you, but the numbers, the only thing that's gonna tell the story. So that's just for everybody. Just lay it all on your numbers. Like, okay, what your projection is gonna be. Okay,
Yeah.
so from what you've been seeing, so like, say for instance, if you look into the semi, Brittany, you would go on the board and be like, okay, what am I seeing they paying for on the semis, right? If I see that they averaging 1,000 on 300 miles, let's just say for instance, then okay, I can kind of paint a picture in my head. So what if I did one of these loads every day, 6 days a week? That would be $6,000. That would be $6,000 on 1,800 miles. Okay, 1,800 miles divided by the semi, probably doing about 6 miles or 5.5 miles per gallon. You talking? So you're gonna take the mileage divided by the MPG, and then it's gonna give you how many gallons it is. You're gonna take those gallons.
Yeah, right.
You're gonna take those gallons and multiply about what the average fuel cost is. You see what I'm saying? Now you got fuel. Then you always do 20 cents a mile, no matter if it's a rental truck or whatever. Because I just always like to overdo the numbers. You break everything down. You should have 6 to 8 categories, because you got to count if the 2 in the semi. This is gonna be at least 6 cents a mile.
Right.
So you got to count every single thing in there, and don't plan for everything to be great.
Yeah.
Don't plan for it to be great. If it's 30 days, plan for the truck running 23 days. Count 7 days out. It would be the equivalent to you having a rental property and not accounting for vacancies. It's gonna be days where the truck will be down, the driver need to be off, and whatever, he want to go play with his kids, whatever. You cannot base this thing off of best case scenarios. And that was my mistake. And I see so many people jumping into that very same mistake of doing these. But if I run 7 days a week, well, if you run 7 days a week, what if the truck break down?
Right.
What if you get sick? What if the driver gets sick? Like, your numbers need to make sense if the worst shit happen. And that's how you break your numbers down. Worst case scenario.
Okay. Yeah. And I just basically went there. I'm gonna go because I know you said don't be long.
I know you
but
good.
yeah,
I was more giving you a spiel. I was more long giving you a spiel, all based on what you have been. You've been very active, so that's cool. I like it because you're giving a lot of value to everybody too, though. So
yeah, I try to catch you because I know both sides. Like, I started off dispatching, and then I went over into the box truck game and stuff like that. But since I've been in the box truck game, it's definitely been like trial and error. And I ain't gonna lie, like, I'm very transparent. My capital is like depleted, like tremendously, like you said, because you just never know. Yeah. My insurance alone right now, I guess because of my driving record, whatever, it's like $2,000 on top of everything else. Yes, on top of everything else that I'm paying. So I figure what I really want to do is just kind of back off the box truck. Like I said, I gave my truck back to Ryder this week, and I just want to kind of regroup. And I really want to see about. That's why I was asking about the rentals for the semis, so I can jump into the semi game. But I really want to. Yeah, but I really want to just sit down and, like, really do my, for real. I want to sit down and do my homework, you know what I'm saying, and make sure that I come out better than I did before, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just really have, like, a game plan or whatnot, because, like, that's definitely the way to go, for real.
I mean, just book a call with me. Just book a 30-minute call or whatever with me on my website.
Okay,
and I can open up the load board for you. I can spend one-on-one time showing you the numbers that I've been doing, where I'm getting my loads from, and all of that. I don't be having time to do that like live for everybody, because they're gonna be like, everybody's gonna have different questions. So I can, if you book that call, just even a 30-minute call, I can be able to more cater to exactly what you're trying to see, and I can paint the picture for you.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you so much, and I appreciate you doing these live too. Like, it's really helpful for people like myself that, you know what I'm saying, just trying to get the knowledge. While everybody asking to pay for every little thing they say, so I
know it's all good. I mean, like I said, the class. I mean, you just gotta pay for the one-on-one with me, for the access. But if
that's cool. But some people, you would just reach out and ask for like just the smallest things, and they be like, "Yeah, that's gonna be," you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I get that. You definitely gotta pay for your knowledge, but I get what you're saying. I'm gonna definitely book that. Thank you, though. I appreciate it.
All right, for sure. Peace. What up? What up? What's your name? Where you calling from? Hello?
How you doing, Mr. Pegway? I'm calling from. Yeah, hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hello?
Yep. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, cool. Yeah, my name's Jabril, man. I'm calling from currently in Ohio, but my company is based out of Corona, California.
Uh-huh.
So I had a couple questions for you, man. First of all, thank you for dropping so much free game. Super appreciative of that.
Gotcha.
But yeah, like I've been over the road for about 3 months now, man.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, like the first month was pretty profitable, but now like the loads are starting to dry up a little bit, man. And I kind of wanted to know, when you transitioned into semis, how long was that process into getting the semi? Because now that I've been in the box truck, I'm seeing like the difference as far as like the young lady just said prior to me. It's way more loads. You know what I mean?
Nah,
it's
man, you just got to
scary.
jump in. You just got to get an understanding of. You just got to get an understanding of what you actually want to do and what you're looking for. Like me, I'm very clear. I'm only running Southeast to Midwest. I'm only running dry vans, no reefers, no flatbeds. You see what I'm saying? I'm very clear on what I'm trying to do.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
so the first thing is to be clear on what part of the game you're trying to play in. And like I said, if you book a call with me, I can pull up the load boards and show you kind of like, okay, look, like this how you look at this. This how you do this. I can show you my dispatch sheet. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So because that's going to be the best way for me to be able to be like, okay, in your area, I can show you like maybe like JB Hunt load board, like Snyder, like I'm signed up with like 30 different people. You know, I be on 30 different load boards. Just doing all type of different stuff. But it really all comes down to you knowing like what lanes you want to run and knowing what caters to the driver. Drivers like dedicated work. So for me, my manifestation in my mind is always trying to be like, where can I get some dedicated work? Because I know that it would be easier for me to and keep. And like I said, some of these brokers got dedicated work. So I would say go to a shipper, but some brokers got dedicated work. They got that same load they run every day. Drivers love consistency. Like if you want to keep driving, so everything I do is for the driver. Always. It's always okay. My drivers don't want reefers. Like dry vans are easy. People don't want to do all of their work in flatbed. Some people do, some people don't. So that's why I said it goes work, driver, then truck. Because if I got some flatbed work lined up, I'm gonna go try to find a flatbed driver and go get me a flatbed trailer. You see what I'm saying? Work determines what driver determines what equipment. If it's a CDL, non-CDL, you see what I'm saying? So if you follow that formula, that simple formula that I got, you will not strike out because you're not gonna be selling the driver no dreams. You know what I'm saying? Because that's be the big thing.
And that's kind of for sure.
$1,500 a week. I can give you $1,800 a week. Nah. If you can't, you got to make sure the numbers justify that for you to still make some money.
Numbers make sense. Yeah, because that's kind of been my thing, is trying to like grow, right? So like my first month and a half, I was like super profitable. Like I said, like the box truck loads have been kind of drying up. And so like I was thinking like, should I just go ahead and get in, like say for example, I go and get my own CDL, right? How long would it take to for me to be running? Because like, don't you have to like wait 2 years before you can actually use your CDL?
It's things that people say and then it's things that people do. So I'm just gonna say that like I have defied the game so much and what time it should take you or what all of that. I just say go to Progressive because they pretty much insure anybody. See what they gonna say. Because I know that they ain't really got like they just gonna charge you out the wazoo. You know what I'm saying? They just gonna charge you out the ass.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They gonna be like, all right, shit, we got something for you, but it's gonna be 100,000. But so you at that point, just try a couple of agencies. Don't let nobody tell you what you can't do. Let the insurance company, let the insurance company dictate whether they're gonna be willing to insure you, because that's pretty much what the game is revolved around, on whether you can get insurance or not. I mean, that's the game.
Facts. All right, cool, man. I don't want to take up too much of your time. I'm definitely gonna go ahead and book a call with you, man. And I got the book too, so yeah, man, I appreciate you.
Officer, did you read the book already?
I'm reading through it now, and I did. I just finished the email that you had recommended. I just read that, so I'm just trying to like grow my mind into being like a boss. You know what I'm saying? Like it's all about the mindset, honestly.
Oh yeah, the e-myth was dope, wasn't it? Though?
Yeah, man. Yeah,
that e-myth is cold, boy. The e-myth will change your whole way you look at business completely. So.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah,
well, so like trying to automate stuff and get the hell out the truck, man. I'm trying to get the hell out the truck.
Oh yeah, definitely, brother.
But yeah, I appreciate you.
All right, for sure, brother.
Yeah, I appreciate you, man. Thank you.
All right, you got it.
Yep.
Yeah, I had another call coming in. The calls are good. I'm bad, y'all, for this being so loud. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, when it was Omar calling from Savannah, how you doing, folks?
What's good with you, bro? Can you speak up a little bit more? Because I can barely hear you.
So my name is Omar. I'm from Savannah. Saying how everybody doing out there today.
Oh, what's good, Omar? What you got going on?
So, like, I just want to caveat out what the other guy just said. Myself, I've been on the road too much too. You know, we all jump on the frenzy of the box truck and everything. But you gotta understand why the loads are looking so rough right now, because you got a lot of new people coming in that never got into the industry, never knew how to talk to brokers, never knew how to negotiate a load or anything. You know, so basically the brokers are just eating people up right now. Basically, they just like, hey, I got this load going here for 400 miles. You know, they, you know, the rate per mile is so low, and you got people that are not knowing, but they just want to keep moving that are taking those loads.
Yeah. So are you referring to box truck? Or are you referring to semis when you say
box
that?
Truck.
Box trucks. Okay.
Yeah, box truck. Because you got so many people. You know, I speak to the brokers, like you said. Like I know how you said it. The ones that are gonna work with you when you first come in, TQL is the main one keep you up.
Man, and their loads be like 44,000 pounds. Like you talking. They got they like, hey, can you move these? Hey, look, man, they hit me with this because I got a dedicated load to go up to North Carolina. So they'll be like, can you take these bricks back to Atlanta for $500? And it'll be like 45,000 pounds. I'm like, $500 for 300, like 350 miles. I'm like, that's crazy. So I'm like, who is taking these loads? I'm like, what makes them feel that they can confidently say $500 and they ain't going up at all? Like, who taking them to make them feel that they can actually do that is what I'm trying to figure out.
You got other guys out there that are taking those loads and the brokers.
I would like to smoke. Hey, I would like to smoke all of them. Get them out the game, man, because they fucking it up.
I feel you too. I've been trying to comment on the comment, hey, man. Negotiate, go for the higher rate, especially if you're renting. You know, you got to understand, if you're renting, go for the higher rate. When you see that mile, times 2.25, just shoot that number at them. You know, they got the money, but if they know first thing they're going to ask you before they even give you a rate,
what's your MC
they're going to be like, what's your MC?
What's your MC so I can see how long you've been in business? Yep.
Yeah, they're going to be like, no, you know, he's new. Be like, no, I can move it. I could do it right now. Sometimes they try to just like book the load without you even agreeing on it, you know?
Yeah.
But it's how you talk to these brokers and how you build relationships. Because I got a dedicated route from Savannah with Landstar. You know how hard it is to get with Landstar.
Yeah. I haven't been able to get nothing with them for real.
Yeah. It's basically, I'm getting this load basically every Thursday to go to Lakeland, Florida, dropping one and bringing back. And man, I'm getting paid almost $3,000 for this load.
Yeah. Hey, when you find a good one though, boy, it be like, man, I gotta hold on to that because I got a good one with JB Hunt right now where I'm running up to Durham, North Carolina, and you know North Carolina is so sweet. Yeah, I have a back haul that goes 7 days a week. I have a back haul 7 days a week. So picture that I'm running. Yeah. They paying me $1,400 to go up. I'm getting nothing less than $1,000 coming back. So I'm making $2,400 on the low end, doing what's about 400 miles up, about 400 or 500 down, just depending on how far. If I'm going to LaGrange, so you talking 800 miles, you 2,400 on. Like, so I'm averaging $3 a mile, and mind you, this power only. So this ain't even using my trailer.
And like I said, you know, everybody's gonna go through it. Everybody's just, hey, you know, my authority got approved. Man, I got a box truck. Heck yeah, let's go out there, man. You're going to just see that first load. Man, you're going to get that load for $1.25. But when you come thinking about it, you got to pay factoring. You got to, if you have a dispatcher. I don't use a dispatcher because they're all trash sometimes. Unless you got somebody that's charging you 10%, you know, they're the real deal. That's why they charge you so high.
Yeah, because that's what I would charge for my dispatcher. I ain't get hardly nobody. They was like, that's too much. I'm like, well, shit, my truck's doing 7,200. They average 7,200 a week. So I ain't finna be charging, you know, or even if I have a $5,000 a week, it's gonna be on like 1,100 miles. So my rate per mile is still hella profitable. So Yeah, man, you got that. But I don't suggest people to even though I advertise that I do dispatching, it ain't really something that I would do it for people and offer it as another stream of income. But truthfully, I feel like everybody that own a business should learn dispatching for themselves, because dispatching is where you make the connects. So why would you have somebody else making connects for your company on your behalf when it's your company? So you need to be dispatching in the beginning to learn and to connect those dots, because all of the 3 of the dedicated routes I got right now was all while I was dispatching. I got them all in 2 weeks while I was dispatching, and I ain't dispatching.
Yeah, and you're right.
I ain't dispatching 2 years. So.
And you got to think about it too, man. You got to think about it how you show up and carry yourself around these shippers too. You can't just jump out the truck looking dirty with a cigarette in your mouth, talking about you here to pick up a load. They're just gonna look at you like you're crazy sometimes. I had a shipper to give me a load that he was they canceled somebody right there in my face over there in St. Petersburg, Tampa, in Florida. He's like, hey man, he's like, because I just dropped off. He's like, I need this to go to Orlando. You want to take it out of? He's like, I just don't feel like this guy, because there was some solar panels. He's like, I don't feel like this guy is going to take care of the equipment or do what, what we asked. Because that guy just jumped out of the truck, cigarette in his mouth, hat backwards, sweaty as hell. He's like, I'm here to get this load. It's how you carry yourself, because you're putting out your brand. You're putting out your company. Even if you got somebody working for you, you got to let him know at the end of the day, he could just, you could go out of business. He's going to go find a job somewhere else. He's just going to keep jumping from truck to truck.
Yep,
and then you're the one's going to be,
very, very key, bro.
Dirt.
Right, that's very key that you got to have drivers that carry yourself. That's why I'm finna order me some shirts. I'm already getting.
I already ordered my shirt. I ordered some shirts, some hats.
Yeah, you get the trucks and the hats so they can look good, and then people. That's how you attract other drivers to your company too, though, because of how you carry yourself.
Yeah,
that's why I'm getting the logos right now, on my 5 trailers. I'm like, should I pay the $4,000 to get my trailer logo? I'm like, yeah, because that's automatically when I'm pulling up to the shipper like that. They looking like, okay, he got his own trailers, his own truck. That already make you look bigger right there.
Yeah, exactly. They know that. They feel like you're responsible. You come in there, you coming in. If you just coming in there with a dirty, let's say if you had to print out the shipper's information or something, then you coming in with dirty papers, dirty.
You got grease on the paper.
Exactly. Then they're just gonna look at you. They're just not gonna mess with. For one, they're probably not even gonna report that broken no more.
Yeah. And
2, they're just gonna not give you the load next time when you show up.
Yeah. For sure.
But like I said, the first month for everybody, I was just like everybody else. I jumped into it. I never did Amazon. Amazon trash. Don't put it like that. Amazon's trash. It all depends where you at. And, OTR is where the money's at. I've been with a rental for, I say about, going on 3 months. And I got it. I ain't rushing to things. I started doing everything. My authority went active and everything. I still ain't hit the road. I still did some more, research and everything, but everything working out. And after paying rental, fuel, factoring, and little miscellaneous, like you say, for the low boards, your keep trucking, ELD, I'm still making a month of profit. I probably pocket about 17,000.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Yeah,
but I gotta know.
I'm quick to hang up. Just like them brokers are quick to hang up on you when you tell them,
hey, but you putting in that work though. You see, you over the road, and the thing is, though, the thing that people forget about negotiations, bro, is that if you're not willing to walk away, you ain't negotiating. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much, if you ain't willing to be hang up on them, like how you said, like how they hang up on you, when you be like this lady called me and was like, what makes you think that you can request $1,300 for a local load? I'm like, I'm just putting in a bid. Why you? She called me just to confront me about me putting in, because she just thought it was an insult that I put that bid in on JB Hunt website. I'm like,
I'd be like, okay, then let that dummy take it. I'm not.
Right, yeah. She tells me, I run this all the time for $350. I hear that all the time. I'm like, well, I'm not. My truck don't start up for nothing less than $650, and that could be going 10 miles. My truck ain't starting up for nothing less than that, because you gotta think about, not only you got bills to pay, you gotta think about the liability. So what if you take a $200 load, right, and it's going 1 mile away, right? So what if you bump into somebody, or your driver bump into somebody where you're taking that load? So the $75 profit that you was gonna make, you know what I'm saying, of doing that, that couldn't even cover a portion of your deductible that you finna have to pay. So now you in harm's way and liability for not even no profit. It ain't even no profit there to be made for real. And so you gotta think about it every time that truck start up. That's liability, and that's what people don't consider, like the liability portion.
Yep, you're right. Hey man, but that's my take. I just wanted to give you my feedback on how my journey's going. You know,
hey, for sure, man. Congrats on it, man.
I'm learning every day.
Hey man, congrats on your journey, man, and thanks for calling and sharing that. And how long you say you've been in the game, just so everybody can kind of get a scope of that?
Going in 3 months.
You said 3 months. Oh yeah, so that's good. So you 3 months in the game, and you say you've been renting for 3 months too, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that gives everybody the perspective. So how much you been? So how much have you been paying for your rental?
Well, I pay $4.20 with the lift gate and 10 cents a mile.
Okay, so are you in a box truck?
So when it comes up, yeah.
Oh, okay, you in a box truck?
Yeah.
Okay. Dang. See, I thought you was in a semi the whole time. Well, that's good then.
Nah. But I'm gonna try to switch over to the semi. But first you gotta try out the box. I feel like everybody should just get out there with the box and learn something first with that.
Yeah. But you say over the road, no box is the way to go.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate it, man. Hey, thanks for giving us the information and keep us there, man.
All right, you got it, bro. All right, peace. All right, y'all, I'm gonna take one more call, and I'm gonna get out of here. I gotta get me some. I'm on this fruit fast for 30 days, man. So I'm getting hungry. I gotta go get me some apple juice or something. I'm getting hungry. This fast ain't no joke. So let me see if I can answer some questions real quick. Cause I might just, if don't nobody call like the next minute, I might just answer some more questions and I'm out. PPP Life said, will the class cover semi? Yeah. Talk about semis and box trucks. Talk about both of them. I meant to ask, does the monthly rental rates look like insurance rates? I'm paying about $1,600 per truck with the semis. I don't know what happened. I just tried to answer the phone and it hung up. Let me try again. Because they don't know how to calculate the. Oh yeah, that's key. What's a good rate per mile for box truck? I mean, I would say I ain't running in the semi. I ain't running for less than $250 a mile. Like I ain't running for less than that. Right now, I'm averaging like $3 a mile, but I ain't running for nothing less than $250. And then box trucks, I would like to be at like $2 a mile comfortably. What's the average weight should you haul with the box truck? How much is too much? It's going to be based on, first you got to weigh your truck empty. Most box trucks are probably going to weigh about 17,000 pounds, so about 9,000 pounds is what you can do it. Larry Blizzard came in and say, fuck Amazon. But like I said, man, I made a lot of money with Amazon. It's just like I said, it's like I don't run none of my semis on Amazon, but like I said, for the box trucks, it's working. You just got to get in and find out who worked for you. I just got to chill on the dispatchers. No, I mean, I don't knock the dispatching thing though, because some people, if you just trying to run your truck, that's good. It's good to have you a dispatcher, but me, I feel like I was going to give it over to my homegirl, Raven, and have her to do it, but it just, to me, I'm like, I need to make those connections though. Like my company needs to make those connections. How much is too much of deadhead for a box truck? I mean, 30 miles. 30 miles is about the most I'm looking to do deadhead in any truck, unless I'm getting paid for the miles. Found out last week that Progressive Insurance doesn't insure new trucking companies in California anymore. Should I just Google insurance company? Yeah, definitely just Google insurance companies. Yeah, I ain't know Progressive had they discriminate because Cali different though. I don't in box, I don't move for less than $2. Yeah, that's exactly what I said. Like some stuff is just it just ain't worth the time. But I think I answered all of the questions. Hold on, let me see. What's the number? Okay, I had the number on her already. High stakes bingo said worst case scenario, if I break down OTR, I can I broker the load out, or what's a good solution for somebody with one truck? Yeah. I mean, I didn't before I even had a broker's license, I just end up putting that mug on I put that load on my virtual fleet, and somebody ended up coming to get it from me. And I just paid them. So yeah, I have done it. I'm trying to see where did I leave off at up here with these things. What are your thoughts on a pure box truck load board? There's a group on Facebook trying to get one started. I think that would be given so many trying to get in the game. I mean, Selectors is a pure box truck thing, and they race are still trash mostly, and it's still over. I don't know. I can't make it make sense. But I think, hey, if people got the routes, I mean, got some good paying loads they can put on there, great. You pay your dues, now you spreading the good, the bad, and the ugly truck, and that's real. Oh yeah, for sure. Because everybody want that pretty picture. I'm sorry, man. I ain't finna have y'all getting in the game and then be like, oh man, he lied, or nah, we ain't finna do none of that. I told you the truth. You gonna hit your head, and you gonna need to know what them numbers look like. What are the numbers to rent a semi with rider? Do they have an Amazon carrier rate for semis? Yeah, 620, 629 for day cabs. And I want to say 750 or something. I don't know, man. I'm so out of touch with that particular thing because I have my operations people to do all of this stuff for me. So all I do right now is secure dedicated lanes. That's the most thing I focus on is the work. I don't even focus on nothing else. Brother has a box truck business, started with one truck. Now he has 8. He's making $30K weekly. And Indianapolis has 20 employees. He owns his trucks. That's what's up. Congrats to that brother. I definitely like to chop it up with him. Yeah, so all right, y'all. I'm finna check out of here. It's 8:38 and I'm hungry. And I finna go get me some more fruit. And so y'all got the class on Saturday. If y'all want to take it, like I said, use Prime 21. It's $100 off right now. Book the class. I got about 5 slots left for the class. And this will be my last live class too, though. After this, I'm only gonna be selling replays. So because the live class is cool, but I just ain't really got time to spend like 8 hours on a Saturday doing it because especially while my kids is on summer vacation. I gotta chill with them and all of that good stuff. So this will be my last live class, probably at least for like 4 months. So it's $100 off. Y'all book within like if y'all get it within like the next 36 hours. Other than that, stay knowing what y'all miles is. If y'all new to the game, definitely get the book, take a class, do something. I also got a $250 class that you can just watch the replay of one of my live classes. Definitely learn the game first, like, because you're gonna lose more than the $100 that you're gonna pay for the book. You're gonna lose way more than that not knowing the game. So get some information. If it's from me, if it's Super Box Truck, Demetrius B, he's very current with the latest Amazon stuff with the box truck. I just go and look at my board. I'm not really booking the loads, so I don't really know. I don't really know about that. But yeah, hey man, you missed it, but soon as I get off of here, it's gonna be available for you to just run it back. So, but all right, y'all. The discount code is Prime 21. As y'all see it on the screen, if y'all trying to book the class for Saturday, it's gonna be a 5-hour class. You only got to stay 8 hours. If you got more questions, the class is not over until everybody questions is asked. So it's almost like a one-on-one consultation mixed in with a class, but it's interactive. The best thing about it is that everybody is asking different questions. So it ain't like, it's kind of like the live where you can get some of your answers, your questions answered. But I like to go through the starting the trucking company from beginning to the end. So All right, y'all. Peace, love to y'all. Good luck on y'all journeys. If y'all don't come on live again or whatever, hopefully everybody got something out of these conversations, these phone calls, and everything. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, like the video, follow me on Facebook, follow me on IG at Kobe Pegway. And like I said, I'm gonna try to do it every week. I might even come back tomorrow if I got the time. So we can get some more dialogue on. I think the phone calls are really informational, so people can hear that people are in the game, are winning 3 months in, and how they doing and everything. So you can always keep believing and knowing that it is possible if you're willing to put in the work. All right, peace, y'all.